And welcome to our latest ESPC house price report. My name's Ash and today I'm here with...
It's Paul.
And we're here in Musselburgh, Paul.
Yeah,
lovely,
beautiful day.
So gorgeous. We're going to be talking you through the latest house price reports covering from August through to October across Edinburgh, the Lothians, Fife and the borders. But before we get stuck in the overall stats, Paul, will we just see what's been going on in Musselburgh at the moment? So at the moment, properties are selling for £244,576 in Musselburgh, which is up by 11%. And properties are also selling in 19 days and going for 103% over home report value. So let's get stuck in.
Take that deep dive in. Let's go for it, Ash.
So one of the first things we like to cover, Paul, as you well know, is our average selling price. So how much a property has been selling for. At the moment, over that last quarter, we have been seeing properties go for, on average, £275,762. That's down 7.4% year on year. Do you want to talk us through what's been happening there?
Yeah. So, I mean,
your fault.
You can almost see the headlines now, and I think it's important when we get a video like this, a chance to explain these things. So, one of the things that I would say is that we're seeing the sale of more properties, lower price value properties than there were last year. Yeah. So we're seeing more lower price properties selling. That would account for it. One of the key reasons we know this is that the home report value is still holding up. So on average, people are achieving 103.2% of the home report value. So if there was a house price crash, you'd expect people to be achieving 85, 90% of the home report value. So that's the reason why I believe what we're seeing, and what would explain this is that we're simply seeing more of the lower price properties selling. Key reasons being more first-time buyers buying, which is great, absolutely good news for the market. More cash buyers, and we are seeing a bit of downsizing. We'll come on and talk about that later when we discuss Christopher, I think. But yeah, that's definitely a phenomenon in the market this year.
I think as well, when we have a look at time to offer, so when a property comes on and when it actually is marked under offer, we're sitting at 21 days at the moment. Still quite quick. It is 6 days slower though, but we are still seeing 23.5% of properties going to closing day.
Yeah, and I think again, you know, you must remember here, there's a little bit more choice, 34% more properties on the market this year than last. So to achieve that sort of speed of sale, I think our ESPC solicitor estate agent is doing a really good job.
They definitely are, as always. Another thing that we tend to look at is volumes in terms of sales and insertions. I think it's safe to say that in terms of properties coming onto the market in the last quarter, it's been very comparable to last year, hasn't it?
Yeah, instructions are sort of almost like for like, I think down 0.5%, and I think that's an indication that, you know, the market still wants to sell, people still want to move. Despite all the uncertainty out there, you know, we've seen a pause in interest rate rise and other things now, but yeah, I think there's still a commitment to sell and potentially move this side of Christmas, though it's probably getting a bit tight now.
And I think even if we're looking at we look at places like Dunfermline, Leith and Christopher. I mean, we have seen you know, increase in terms of properties coming on in Christopher, 30.6%. So I mean, explain that. What is happening in Christopher?
I think there's a bit of downsizing, but I think there's also a bit of churn. You know, people maybe outgrowing their homes, etc., etc. But you know, it's a great place to live, so I'm sure it's nothing sinister.
Beautiful place. And if you had to just summarise that for buyers and for sellers out there, what would you say?
Well, I'd say there's more choice out there. We're seeing more fixed price properties. We have seen the market be calm. There's no question the market's calmer than it's been the last couple of years, and that's why we're not seeing the huge premiums we've seen in previous years. But yeah, I think the market's in pretty good shape. Lots of choice out there, lots of new instructions coming on. And you know, we've reached now a point, hopefully, where we see interest rate pauses. That might be it. We may not see any further mortgage rate rises. So I think there's a bit more certainty than there's been in a while. That would be my summary.
Brilliant. I think what I'd like to say, if you are looking to buy or sell, then definitely get in touch with a solicitor, estate agent who can definitely guide you through that process and help you as much as possible.
Absolutely. And if there's anything we've said today that's confused you, you can go and have a look at the house price report breakdown, which is an informative video which explains all the terminology, all the things we refer to, which is available on ESPC.com. But as ever, thanks for listening, and we will see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.